It is Friday, November 11th in the NBA. My four best picks are on the way. But first and foremost, I do want to say a happy Veterans Day to everyone in the United States that served in the military. Thank you guys all for your service. I appreciate you guys as always. So does the Call in Our Shot community. But without further ado, let's move into today's video and let's recap yesterday where we suffered arguably the worst beat of the season. We went 0-2. Our added play, Luka, over 49.5 PRAs. Didn't even have a chance. But what I'm really talking about, Tyrese Maxey, our best bet of the day, over 5.5 assists. He gets his sixth assist with, I think, 5 minutes left in the third quarter. They take an assist away from him. I don't know why. And then he does. Obviously ends up with only 5. A terrible beat. An annoying way to lose our best bet of the day. Today we're out for some revenge. But as always, I don't need the comment section to be filled with the Maxey bad beats. It's going to be a new day. It's a Friday. We're going to make some money today. Let's have some good day. Let's enter the weekend making some money. If you are new, go down below, hit that subscribe button, and drop a like too. I certainly would appreciate it. It's Friday. We got these videos every single morning. Our NFL parlays and player props video should be live early this afternoon. Try to get it up by 12 p.m., but there's not a lot of lines out right now. I'll probably get it up early afternoon, maybe 1, 2, 3 p.m. Eastern time. But without further ado, we lost a couple units yesterday. I need a way to make back some money. Roll it. I said, roll it. This video is sponsored by Game Time. The holiday season is right around the corner. What better gift to get your friends, family, loved ones than a ticket to their favorite team, artist, or play? Game Time is the perfect app for doing just that and buying those tickets. Game Time has the lowest prices, the best deals, and is super easy to use. But wait, that's not even the best part. If you sign up using our code Calling Our Shot, you will get $20 off your first purchase over $150. So you save money and you get to spend time with your family, friends, and loved ones. Sounds like a win-win to me. Thank you again to Game Time for sponsoring this video. All right, now that we have some units to work with, let's get into my best bet of the day. We are going with a guy, the Fro, Jarrett Allen, taking his over 26.5 PRAs, minus 105 on DraftKings. We're putting 1.5 units on this. And for some reason, if you have FanDuel, which I obviously do, they don't have a points plus rebounds plus assists line for Jarrett Allen. Is that because they think it's a winner? Either way, they got his points plus rebounds line, which is good. It's at 25.5. You could take that too. Now, if you need an individual line, that's the tough part with Jarrett Allen because it's hard to predict what version you're getting from him. He's had games, just look at his last 2 games. One game he had 20 points. Another game he had 20 rebounds. You just never know what you're getting. So if you don't have a PRA line, if you have to bet an individual one, I don't really know. Flip a coin because your guess is as good as mine which Jarrett Allen we get tonight. But let's talk about him because he had a solid start to the year, averaging 14.1 points per game, 11.7 rebounds per game, and 1.2 assists per game. So he's not going to get like 10 assists. That's not going to happen, but he should be able to get us 1, 2, maybe 3 assists, and I think that will help him. Now, that's 27 PRAs per game, and over his last 9 games, in fact, he's turned it down a little bit more, hitting this over in 7 of 9 games. His only 2 misses were against Boston and the Knicks in back-to-back games, and our man is back. Darius Garland, the guy on my shirt, a COS Hall of Famer from last year, he's back and ready to go, and he's a willing passer. Great connection with Jarrett Allen, giving him some easy buckets, lobs at the rim, just dunks, easy things that he can easily put into the basket. And that's great because in the last 4 games, all of which Garland has been back, he's at 28, 33, 27, and 28 PRAs, cashing him in all of the games. And the best part you like to see, Jarrett Allen attempted 10-plus field goal attempts in all 4 of those games. Allen is a guy, notoriously, we've taken his overs, and he's not treated us too nicely, but he's a guy, if you can get 10 or more field goal attempts out of him, feeling pretty good about him, especially in tonight's great matchup against the Golden State Warriors. Now, the Warriors have struggled in general defensively, but especially against centers. You look at them, the Warriors allowing the most points per game, 6th most rebounds per game, and for what it's worth, the 4th most assists per game to centers, although that's kind of juiced up thanks to Nikola Jokic. But you look at centers that have played 25 or more minutes against the Warriors this season. Let's keep in mind, Jarrett Allen plays 32 or more. These guys, Jokic had 48 PRAs. If you take away all the assists, he still had about 38 points plus rebounds. Then you had DeAndre Ayton, 34. Adebayo at 35 and 32. You had Isaiah Stewart of the Pistons, 37. Wendell Carter Jr., the only guy on this list to go under. He had 25. And then Sabonis just had 39 PRAs against this Warriors defense. It's worth noting all 7 of those guys attempted 15 or less shots. It's not like those were centers going out there and attempted 25 field goal attempts, because we're not getting that out of Jarrett Allen. These are all guys that are shooting, 10, 11, 12, 13 times. And that's right around the wheelhouse I hope Jarrett Allen attempts today. You look at Jarrett Allen's last 3 games against the Golden State Warriors. 20, 32 and 28 PRAs, hitting the over in 2 of those 3 games. And that included those 20 and 32 PRAs, only 7 field goal attempts for Jared Allen. Look, I think he shoots a little bit more than 7, but there is a realistic possibility he only shoots 5, 6, 7 times. But Jared Allen leads the team in rebound chance at 19.2. Warriors have really struggled defensively, and he's likely going to be out there guarding either Looney or Wiseman, leading him to not have to play a ton of defense. Mobley will go guard Draymond Green, guard a lot of those screens, contest three-pointers. Jared Allen's going to be the guy left in the paint to grab those rebounds, and they got a lot of guys out on the court that really aren't grabbing a ton of rebounds. Darius Garland, not known for a big rebounder. Neither is Donovan Mitchell. Neither is a guy like Karis LeVert. So you're looking at the Fro, having to clean up all the misses off of the opponents, and he might even have some offensive rebound opportunities. If you want to bet on his double-double, that's juiced, but I think Jared Allen has a pretty good day. That's why he's the best bet of the day. We're going to put 1.5 units on his over, 26.5 PRAs. You could take points plus rebounds. If you need an individual line, I lean his rebounds just because I don't trust him scoring a ton, but I think he hits all of his lines today. Let's keep it moving to my favorite spread pick of the day. I'm going to go with the Suns, -7, which is currently -110 on DraftKings as they take on the Orlando Magic in Orlando. Now, you can pay a little bit more juice. I saw -125 for -6.5, or you can take it at 7.5 for a little bit better value. And if this spread pick doesn't go well, we might postpone them for a couple weeks till we figure out the teams. Spread picks are tough to bet on in the NBA. It's really tough to really gauge exactly what's going on. But the Suns could be without Chris Paul today. That's fine if they don't have him. If he is inactive, they did just beat the Timberwolves by 12 last game, and that was on the road. They can certainly beat the Magic by 7 or more today and at least get us a push. And the Suns won both matchups against Orlando last year, one by 3 points, one by 27 points. And the Magic, honestly, have been pretty solid at home. We'll see if Banchero plays, but I assume he does. But this is a different Suns team. This is probably the best team that the Magic have faced this year. They've had some easy competition. In their last game, they're coming off a big win against the Mavericks, who really haven't looked good this year. But the Suns, they play on both sides of the court. They're second in offensive rating, third in defensive rating. The Magic, not necessarily the most skilled offensively. They have a lot of guys that don't shoot well from the three-point line, and I think they're going to struggle to score against the Suns today. Whereas, the Magic committing the 3rd most turnovers in the NBA, the 3rd most fouls too, and if Chris Paul's out there, he's going to be doing rip-throughs and getting them into the bonus within like the first 4 minutes of the quarter. And I just trust the Suns more than I do the Magic. I think they can come out here, flex their muscle, show that why they want to make it to the finals, and I think this is a very capable team. Beating the Magic by 7 points at least to get us a push. I'll take my chances that if the Magic keep another game close or beat the Suns outright, I'd be surprised. But give me the Suns, -7 as my spread pick of the day. Let's keep it moving to 2 more player props. We'll wrap up the video with some COS All-Stars. Next one, Marcus Smart of the Celtics, taking his over 19.5 points plus assists, -125 on FanDuel. Now, it was 19.5 across the books. 20.5 was the line on points bet at +105. Fine with that. Probably wouldn't play it above 20.5. If you only have PRA line, fine with that too, although Marcus Smart, like a guy like Tyrese Halliburton, sometimes doesn't get a lot of rebounds. Also has games where he gets 7 or 8. Gives you a better chance on the PRAs than points plus assists, but if you need an individual line, assist is probably the play for you, but I got a little bit of PTSD from Mr. Maxey yesterday, which I'm on points plus assists. Now, you look at Smart. In his last game, didn't go too well. He had 2 points, 11 assists in 23 minutes of action. It would be his 3rd straight game with 11 plus assists. So he's getting us a lot of assists. Just need him to score a little bit of points today, and I think he can do that. Now, he only played 23 minutes in that game. You saw Sam Hauser off the bench go absolutely berserk. That ain't happening again. But the Malcolm Brogdon is also out for this game, so we could see Smart go more towards his normal, 33, 36 minutes in this one. And Smart he only attempted 6 field goal attempts in that game. I know Smart. 6 is very low for this guy, and I know they got Jaylen Brown. I know they got Jason Tatum, but Smart is a guy that says, you know what? Got to get mine. Screw you guys. I'm going to shoot the ball. And Smart's had a couple games this year where he's only attempted 6 field goal attempts. That was, in fact, his 3rd game this year with only 6 field goal attempts. The previous 2 instances, the next game he attempted 15 and 12 field goal attempts. If you can get me 12 field goal attempts out of Marcus Smart today, I'd feel great about hitting this over. You look at the game against the Nuggets. It's going to be a high over-under. 2 teams that don't play much defense. The over-under sitting in the 231s. And look at the Nuggets. Struggled versus the guards this year, especially point guards. We saw just what Halliburton did to him last game. Look, they're averaging the 4th most points per game, 6th most assists per game to point guards. They can guard somewhat Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. They at least got Aaron Gordon out there to try to stop Tatum a little bit. And even if, those guys get cooking, Smart can score 20 points alone, especially in a high-scoring matchup. I think he's going to be out there a good amount. I like his over in points plus assists. I think he gets over, hopefully, in both points and assists, but I'll combine them, take it over 19.5 points plus assists. Go get it done, Smart. Make me look smart. Now, for my final play, It's going to be an under. And I know a lot of people might not agree with this under, but I will take it. And it's going to be Fred VanVleet taking this under 24.5 points, minus 115 on Barstool. Now, I think this was minus 115, minus 118 or so. And I wouldn't be surprised if this drops down to 23.5 at all. And I'd still play it at 23.5. If it goes any lower, I would probably avoid it. But you look at the last couple games, all of which Pascal Siakam has missed. VanVleet's been going crazy. If people keep asking about him in my comments, take his overs and threes. I wouldn't do it today. Now look, VanVleet, the last 3 games, 30, 27, and 32 points. Crushing the line in all 3 games. That's why they're bringing his line up all the way to 24.5. I think this is the perfect spot to fade VanVleet, who I actually really do enjoy watching. He's a fun player. You gotta love his story. But VanVleet is going to draw probably the toughest matchup on the court against the Thunder, as Lou Dort will likely be the guy that's guarding him, the Dorter Chambers or whatever they call him. And Dort, one of the better perimeter guards in the league, he's going to be all over Fred VanVleet for 48 minutes. However long VanVleet's out there, he'll be there. And there's a reason the Thunder allowing the 3rd fewest three-pointers made in the NBA to opposing point guards. Obviously, VanVleet's the opposing point guard, and that's normally who Lou Dort's going to guard, because Lou Dort's not a tall guy, neither is VanVleet, but Lou Dort can keep up with VanVleet. And you look at the last couple games where they've taken on OKC, you've seen VanVleet score 21, 19, 18, 20 points. So still getting close to the line, but that included all of these games he attempted 17 or more field goal attempts, which is what he's been attempting. You look at the last couple games, Gary Trent Jr., where you at? You haven't been doing anything. I think he steps up today. You look at Scotty Barnes, had a couple bad games where he wasn't making shots. OG Anunoby, another guy that can go out there and shoot 15, 20 times. I think this is too high of a line for Fred VanVleet. I love him. I think he's great. He's obviously been knocking down 18 threes over the last 3 games. He's not that good. And I don't know if he's a 25 point per game scorer. I personally think this line is way too high for him. If it's just 21.5, 22.5, I'm not taking it. But the fact that you can get this at 23.5, 24.5, I have to take it. I think he's going to have a tough matchup against Lou Dort. This also could be a blowout. The OKC Thunder rely way heavily on SGA, and they're going to be double teaming him like it's going out of style. So I think Fred VanVleet, I have his shirt right over there, right next to me. Maybe I'll wear a shirt tomorrow if he goes absolutely berserk and crushes this over. But I really do think it's under is the smarter play. Taking it, 24.5 points. I'll take the under. Now, those are my only plays today. I'm not going to add any plays. I don't love this slate. You could go to the Timberwolves-Grizzlies game, try to force a play on the Timberwolves, but I hate betting on the Timberwolves. You never know which guy's going to go out there and play well. So you got the wrong guy. I'll avoid that game, but I like these 4 plays we got today. Hopefully we have another winning day. Hopefully the best bet of the day cashes with the fro. So if you want to add a play, you can go to the NFL because they have some parlays and player props live later on today. It's time to shout out some All-Stars. If you want to become an All-Star, go click the join button on the channel. Love seeing that list grow day in and day out. Let's shout out some ones. Let's butcher some names and let's have some fun. We got Travis. We got Slick with it. We got SXCGAV. We got Lee Chen. We have VSH, Frank, Terry, Tyler, Guillerme, Steve, Mason. We got Levi, Fancy Flock, Acres. We got Just Ball and Smooth, Jay's Place, H, at My 24, Larry, Swazatu, Kent, Eric, Carlos, Buckito, Oscar, Alex, Camry, J Game, D Graves, R, who knows? G Breek, who knows? Colton, Robert, Travis, Boz, Jose, Jason, Donovan, Reek, Dwayne, Casey. Are you the real one? Marcus, Aldi, Andrew, Nathan, Andrew, Lo-Fi, Crop, Justin, Kelly, hopefully, Caleb, Ben, Legions, Tripod, Renix, Raheel, Andrew, Brian, Bruna, Max, Hims, Brian, Tyree, Tanner, Steven, T4G4E, Jack, 5 Al, who knows? I appreciate you guys. It's a great Friday. It's a great day to be alive. The books, we're coming for our money. You guys wronged us yesterday. We're coming for you. A reminder about that Game Time. This video is sponsored by them. If you want to go check out Game Time, all the links are down below in the description. Use code CALL on our shot for $20 off your first purchase over $150. You guys are the real MVPs. I'll see you guys back again tomorrow. And NFL parlays and player props video should be live later on this afternoon. Definitely check out that. See you guys in the next one. Peace.